Today, in this video, I will talk about the new Facebook interface. Hey everyone, this is Sharon Ross with Marketing Technology Coach, and I want to thank you for taking the time to join me to learn, apply, and share marketing strategies. First, let's make this interactive. Share in the comments below what you are working on. So, recently, and you may have already seen this or experienced it, I was requested by Facebook, we'll put it nicely, right, to use the new interface. And I have some initial reactions. I've been using it for, I don't know, about a day now. And this is on my laptop. It hasn't changed on my phone yet. I suspect I might need to update the app. Not sure. Going to investigate that later. But first, let's take a look at the interface. And like I said, I have some initial reactions to it. Mostly good. And let's get into it. I'll hide this. And we'll share here. So I brought up my profile page, my personal profile page. And the first thing that struck me was, oh, well, the image is moved. Now it's in the center, which totally makes sense if you're looking at this on a tablet or on a phone. I was like, okay, that's cool. The other thing that changed was this part here that it pulls out your little description. It used to be over here in the corner. And so I had my tag, and I didn't change this. This just showed up this way. The tagline of helping people get more out of life, and then a link into my Facebook page for Marketing Technology Coach. That part I thought was super cool. It's right there up front. Whereas before it was kind of hidden off to the side. So a couple of things I'm going to tweak. I'm probably going to tweak this photo back here and play around with some call to actions. But having this right here was pretty cool. My featured photo is still there, and it has the rest of the intro that I had before with a link into my lead magnet page for the science of getting rich. So those two items. Now the next item, when I initially switched over, Facebook asked me if I wanted to, and they put it, be kinder to my eyes or softer to my eyes, and switch to dark mode. I figured I'd give it a try and see what the reaction or how I like it or not. I typically don't like white text on a black screen. I personally actually find that a little bit harder to read. And I'm a slow reader to begin with, so anything that slows me down even more, not usually a big fan. Well, I figured I'd give it a try. And something that I noticed, and you'll see it here with this test post that I put up today, because the other question I'm asking my friends is, do you search and you use hashtags to search? Because I've recently learned that you should be using it, and I'm going, okay, well, how many people do I know actually do that? So I created this post, and I did this picture in a very specific way on purpose. In the bright mode, you don't necessarily notice the difference. It's subtle. Because this picture is dark, the words on here are light. That's on purpose. That works well when you're in light mode. And I put this border here. It's like a beigeish vanilla color. It's not quite white. It picks up the subtler tones within the picture. But I did that because when you go to dark mode, that border makes that image pop. If I didn't have that border, the image would get lost in dark mode. So that really was what I started noticing is in dark mode. Yeah, these words for me, again, it may go back to my days of being a coder. This kind of it's hard to read, and it's like I don't want to read the text very much, but the images totally pop. So you can see here the we'll take this picture. My daughter and her boyfriend went stuff hunting, and they found a very interesting album. But the words up here are kind of like meh, but the image itself popped off. So if you're going to, I'm going to recommend if you're going to have an image that's darker, put a light border on it. And I wouldn't necessarily go white border, just something a little bit subtle, because you also want to pay attention to the light mode. I'll have to play around with it to see if a white border, if I like that better or not. I'll post some examples and I'll ask people, because yeah. But that's going to be it today. Is that true? Let's go. I don't want to go into my group. There's some other things that I started noticing, and whether see, like here, you scroll down, and then this side stops. It did before, but and let's go into my news feed. So again, here, so let's take this example here. In my eyes, reading that is easier. This dark border makes sense, but if we go into dark mode, the fact that it has a little bit of a different color helps it. A lot of times these words. So I'm also going to say, put the important words on the image. Because like here, it's all white, pops out. In dark mode, I'm going to probably stop and read that. Whereas like here with these words here, I'm not personally going to stop and read that. Let's take a look at it in light mode. Again, this is going to pop off because of the color. This is blending in a little bit more. So you're really going to want to play around with, does it look good in light mode and in dark mode? I think that is going to be it for today. Little tour, little observations. Hey, share in the comments. What do you think? Do you like it? Have you played around with the new Facebook interface? What are you finding that you are now going to have to tweak in your groups or on your pages or on your profile? Let me know. Would love to collaborate. I think that's going to be it for today for it. Final. I am Sharon Ross, and remember, imperfect action is better than no action. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.